Hi guys, welcome back. It's an Empties video. I have been putting this one off, and the reason I've been putting it off is because I have lots of things that are kind of almost on their way out, and I thought, oh, I want to wait because there's going to be that, but I want to do this a little bit more regularly, so we'll just consider that I've already kind of made a start on the next one, shall we? Okay, I'm just going to pull things. I've got this basket. I've been keeping this basket kind of on a top shelf in the hallway, and it's kind of out of the way. I really don't like having to keep rubbish around to make these videos, and I've kind of found a way to keep it, but like slightly out of the way without it being in a cupboard and forgetting about it. Also, that's a bit gross. So, first thing, this is the Kickstart Zingy Lime Shower Gel. Got this from Aldi. It's basically exactly the same as the original source one at a smaller price. I actually don't know how much this was, truth be told. I was using, or rather Lee was using, I said to Lee yesterday, we got into bed, and I kind of like lay on his arm and I said, you've been using my nice shower gel again. That one that I got in the FabFitFun box, the oh, what is it called? What is it called? You know the Brazilian, I think it's called Foreplay shower gel. Anyway, I said to him, do you know how expensive that is? I'm like, I just want you to know it smells amazing. I'm totally cool with everybody using it. But I told him and he was like horrified. It's £21. Even, I mean, I would never in a million years buy a £21 shower gel. I might buy, you know, like a bath thing where it felt like an experience. Not a shower gel, I just wouldn't. Anyway, I told him and he was like, you could buy 21 original source shower gels for that. He was horrified. And I'm going to guess you could buy even more of these ones, and they're exactly the same. Anyway, moving on. The Aussie Shampoo Mega. This has been keeping me going for quite a while, and I finally used it up. I really like this stuff, but I think I'm going to try something else next. Please let me know, although by the time you see this video, I probably already bought one, but let me know for next time, is there a shampoo that you're absolutely obsessed with right now? Like, I really like a nice scent. And I also am looking for something that is maybe formulated for oily hair. So I've got very oily roots, incredibly so, and but my ends they're not particularly dry, thankfully, because I did just have a little bit of balayage put into my hair. There is a video on Instagram, I've got an IGTV on the whole transformation. If you are interested, it is there. So yeah, I'm still kind of at the point where I can just use regular shampoo and it doesn't seem to be needing like loads more hydration or anything, thanks to the bleach. But I would love to know what your favourite shampoo is. Preferably nothing crazy expensive. I have a couple of dry shampoos. This is the Batiste Blush. It's fine. Let me just... Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can get any scent out of that. It just smelled like hairspray. I don't know. I mean, it was fine. Nothing kind of, wow, I must buy that fragrance again. And then the Aussie Dry Shampoo Wash and Blow in a can. So this is one of the products that I put in my disappointing products and then later on kind of retracted and said, I think the problem was I wasn't using it correctly. Have I got a little bit left in it? Oh, just the tiniest bit. Maybe I'll put it in now because I do feel like I could use some dry shampoo. There's not a lot coming out of here though. It's mostly air. Okay, I think we can safely say that it is empty. There's not really much of anything coming out of there. It's mostly air. Oh, but it is a little bit wet. Okay. I'll rub this in a minute. So part of the reason that I didn't like that was because I felt like it made my hair very, very wet and just made it look more greasy. But I didn't really understand how to use it. And so later on, I retried it, and then I kind of rubbed it into my hair as if I was shampooing it like now, kind of leave it for a second to absorb, and then like really massage it into my scalp as if I'm shampooing my hair, and 100% it was a completely different product. Now, it still wasn't exactly what I would want from a dry shampoo because I like my hair to feel a little bit cleaner than that. Almost impossible. And it still kind of feels like there's a lot of product in your hair, but it definitely wasn't the fail that I initially thought that it was. I may have to make a whole video about dry shampoos at this point because I really have. I feel like all of this time I've gone, oh, I can only do Batiste, and now I'm trying all these different ones in different ways, and I'm like, oh, you don't apply them all in the same way. This, I think I've given up on these now. I have spent so much money on these over the years because I have a really bad back. It flares up from time to time. Right now it's threatening to come back. I've had a few weeks of it being like pretty much perfect, no problems whatsoever. And I'm just kind of getting a little bit of aches. Like I've got this cushion behind me and I have to like try and straighten my back and do it in such a way that like, I can't explain it, but I have to try and like straighten my spine. And I do have an issue where it's basically out of alignment, and I've got a hump, truly. Like a part of my spine has like come out, and it's apparently irreversible. I've spoken to, when I talk about it, I'm going to tell you this now because when I talk about it, so many people have then got suggestions. I've been to doctors, I've been to chiropractors, I've been to physios. Next is an osteopath. I might try, what's it called when you have the needles? No, I can't get it. I don't think, it might come to me later. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not in my periphery, that word. You know what I'm talking about when they put the needles in. That is on my list. But possibly an osteopath, but I have my issues with that. I have like many fears about like being paralyzed because of the whole, like they're really messing with a very important part. And because it's my neck, it's the very top of my spine, my neck kind of area, it really does scare me that if it's wrong, it could go very wrong. So in a nutshell, I don't think it's just anything at all. I've had loads of different versions. I've had the ones for skin, maybe they're okay, but I don't think the Epsom salts really do anything amazing for my back. I don't think that I can stay in the bath for long enough for them to be effective. Maybe they would be effective if I could, but I think you're talking like 40 minutes to an hour and I just can't do that. Okay, the Ameliorate, I don't know, Nourishing Body Wash. I didn't think this really did anything. I think I'm enjoying the body lotion more, but I've got just the tiniest bit more of that to use up before I tell you for sure whether or not I'm going to repurchase it. The whole point of that range is that it can get rid of that, what's it called? This says bumpy skin, but there's a specific problem. Oh man, it's like, I was really hoping that it would be on here. And I don't think that it is. It's called like something keratosis pilaris. So the chicken skin thing. So I don't have that specifically, but I do have, when I've been in the sun, I get like bumps. And so it's really good for that. But also something that I was hoping that it's working for that I don't really know if it is, the moisturiser, the body lotion, is I get really bad shaving rash. I would love to hear from those of you that do as well. I've recently signed up to friction-free shaving. I'm really enjoying the service. I'm really enjoying the fact that I'm getting a razor all the time, but it's not quite as amazing as I was led to believe. I thought it was going to be great for my sensitive skin on my legs because I just horrendous. Like I can get really red, blotchy rashes all over my knees, all the backs of my legs about it all the time pretty much. And very little in the way of products really helps that. So I'd love to hear from those of you who've got a similar thing, a similar problem. There was only one thing that really ever helped and it was a sensitive razor, but it was a disposable one from Gillette, I think. And I don't see them very often. And I would like to move away from the disposable razors because obviously it's all single-use plastic. We should all be making strides in that direction. And I would like to move away from that, which is why I signed up to the friction-free shaving thing. I got another razor that was like a Gillette one, or I can't remember what it was, but it was basically the ones where you replace the heads, and I didn't like it at all. I didn't feel like I got anything in the way of like a smooth shave. I don't tend to like razors that you get replaceable heads. I like a static. I like the razor head not to move very much, if at all. And so I'm kind of halfway at the moment between wanting to go back to the disposable ones that are like totally static and enjoying the friction-free shaving. I think what I might do is sign up to a men's shave club because I think I prefer men's razors anyway. But that's by the by. All suggestions when it comes to shaving rash, welcome. So yeah, this was fine, but I mean, it was sent to me. No, I don't think anything else was sent to me. It was sent to me, but I wasn't like wowed by it. Oh my god, what has exploded in here? Because this is gross. I don't know. The Argan Oil Dry Body Oil. I think it's just called Argan. Oh, Argan 5 is it called? Argan Plus 5? I don't know what this brand is. But this was fine. It smelled nice. It was just a body oil. I wouldn't go out my way to buy this one specifically again. I've got this in here. And to be fair, it could also go into a disappointing products thing as well because I've got it in here and I haven't really used all of it. It's the Lacura Pink Clay Exfoliating Face Scrub. I didn't like it. I used it a few different times. Someone suggested that it was because I was using vitamin C at the same time. that it was making my skin particularly sensitive. But my skin, like I try various different things and it's never been as sensitive as when I've used this. This is crazy stingy. And I didn't find that it did anything positive for my skin at all. The Pixi Glow O2 Oxygen Mask, this was sent to me. I didn't like it at first. I thought it was a bit blah, like what's the point? I thought it was a gimmick because it kind of foams up a little bit. But I used it again when I was using the rest of it at the end of beginning of this year. And it must have been the beginning of this year because it's in this basket. And I actually completely understood it for the first time. It's like a really deep cleansing mask, which is just not something that I'm looking for. If you are looking for something that really helps to kind of clean everything out and give you that squeaky clean skin, then you might really, really like this. But I prefer things that are like brightening, things that are smoothing. I'm not looking for something to like deep cleanse 9 times out of 10. And so I think that's why I didn't like it initially. Talking of brightening, the Flash Mud Brightening Treatment from Glam Glow. I, again, didn't really totally get along with this initially. It was a very thick, as with most Glam Glow masks, a very thick, kind of chalky, kind of crumble off my face once it's dry. Didn't really love it. And then it dried out and I put a little bit of water in it and mixed it with my brush and used up the rest of it. Amazing! Totally different product. And I don't understand why, but I mixed it with a little bit of water so it was less on my face. I don't know. But I used it on my face and my chest. I used up the rest of the product. And it really gave me a brighter, glowier skin in the areas that I'd used it. I would buy this again, but I potentially would buy it again and I would mix it with something before applying it. I would love to know if any of you have had that kind of experience with any face mask. The Ordinary, this is on my list to repurchase. This is the AHA, peeling solution, AHA 30%, BHA 2%. I did a comparison with the Drunk Elephant baby facial at the beginning of the year. If you want to go and watch that, I did half and half face. It's a very, very similar product. It's not as luxurious. It doesn't feel as nice to apply. Your skin doesn't feel quite as nourished afterwards, but it basically does exactly the same thing. So peeling in that it's an acid toner, an acid peel. It removes like a layer of skin, if you will. Not quite, but it kind of, it's like an acid or a liquid exfoliator. So it gives you super, super glowy and smooth skin. I love this, but not for the faint-hearted. If you have got sensitive skin, it's probably not for you. I was going to say BB, but it's Bumble and Bumble. Sunday shampoo. I liked this. Oh my goodness, there was water in that. Okay. I liked this. It's expensive for what it is. I would potentially buy it again. If I was going through a phase of using a lot of product, if I was using a lot of dry shampoo, then once a week clarifying shampoo is nice. But I think I did review this on my blog and I said I really liked it and I probably would buy it again. Now I feel more like maybe. I finished it now and I feel like maybe there are other products that aren't as expensive as this that I maybe would go to. But also know that that comes from a place of me sharing a bathroom with a teenager who uses up a lot of my expensive products without understanding how expensive they are. And that is what happened to half of this. So my experience with it is slightly sullied by the fact that I didn't get to use it all. But that was sent to me as well. Glossier Moisturising Moon Mask. I think this is what has exploded everywhere. I found this in the bottom of a drawer and I completely had forgotten about it. So I put it in here because I wanted to mention when I first got it, I loved it. As moisturising masks go, this was one of my favourites. I would layer it really thick on my skin. It kind of is like a cold cream. And my skin was, when it was very dry or when I was feeling like, it was very wintry and it was more in the kind of colder months last year that I was using this. Amazing, amazing stuff. I really like this. One of my favourite Glossier products. And I would repurchase that. If I was buying multiple things from Glossier, I would put that in my cart as well. The Clinique Take Off the Day Cleansing Balm. I used this ages ago. Again, it's just been something that's been sitting around and I thought I'll throw that in. It was fine. I maybe would purchase it, but I think there are other things that I like as much and it's just expensive. Although I might keep these little things because I think they're good for travel containers. Ugh, again, this is covered in whatever goo. The Khiels Creamy Eye Treatment. I don't know. I purchased this. Can I get this in focus? If I move my face out. Yes, there we go. I purchased this. As with so many of my expensive skin purchases, I got this after being away for a couple of days. I was in King's Cross by myself. There's a Khiels stand there now. I think there's a space in K now in either King's Cross or St Pancras. Is that right? I hope so. I'm going to King's Cross this coming week. And there's going to be a little bit of like downtime at the train station with Milo while we wait for our train. I'm already excited. I hope that there is. which is crazy because we're going to London, we could shop, but I don't know. I like train station shopping, airport shopping, that kind of thing. But yeah, as is so often the case, the stuff that I end up spending big money on is like after I've been traveling, I look tired. I remember the first time I went to Edinburgh, it was such a long train journey, and I was obviously dehydrated. I was just things that I know now. And I went into, I think it was Clinique, and I like went and bought so much skincare. I was like big on eye cream at this point. I was only 20, maybe 24, 25, and I was absolutely desperate. Like no, less than that, 22. I must have been 22 because it's like 10 years ago. Anyway, it was a while ago, and I went in there almost as if I was asking for Botox. I was like, oh my God, look at my eyes. And I was clearly just dehydrated. And the woman sold me everything they sold. I was just an advertiser's dream at that point. And that's what happens with the Khiels thing. I was in the train station. I'd been away for a couple of days by myself. I was just feeling puffy and like I needed to do something. I bought that. It's fine. I don't think I'm excited about it. I don't think I'm excited about eye cream in general. I haven't used an eye cream for a while. Do you use an eye cream? And if so, what do you use? What do you think is amazing? And then I've got this B makeup setting spray. I won't repurchase this one soon. Again, I need to get my face out of it to focus on this. I won't repurchase it anytime soon because I have got loads of setting sprays. Oh, I have actually got a couple more things in here. Loads of setting sprays that I'm using. And, you know, it was fine. But there are other ones I like. And I really like the Primark matte one right now. Moisture Bomb Eye Tissue Mask. I used this and I purchased this purely as a demonstration that I thought it was a complete waste of time and money. It's the same price, or it was, because the other one was on offer, but where I was shopping for it, it was the same price as the full mask, and it just does your eyes. Someone said that they really liked it because it fit over their eyes better than the whole mask fits over the face. I get it. For me, I think it's a total waste. The one where it's just the individual eye patches is just an absolute joke because it's the same price as this and it's even less product. And as somebody else pointed out, the whole thing of this is just wasteful. Now, what I did want to know is whether or not these packages, because when they'd said that, I didn't really think about it. And of course, we now know that the water systems and stuff are clogged with baby wipes. Like, there's many reasons why we shouldn't be using baby wipes, and one of them is like they actually don't biodegrade in the same way that we thought that they did. And so I just don't know why I didn't think of sheet masks being the same, but of course they are. And I'm trying to be a little bit more mindful. I'm trying to buy ones that are the kind of gel type or just different ones rather than these paper sheet masks. And now I'm looking on the back of these two packages and I don't know whether or not this, because it's like a metallic, I don't know whether this itself is recyclable. We just put things in landfill and don't really think about it unless it's a very specific product. You know, like we know plastic bottles, we know like, well, I say plastic bottles. I'm so confused. I'm sure I'll get lots of comments. It'll be fine. You'll educate me. So the other one I've got is a Simple Rich Moisture Sheet Mask, which is this kind to skin. Ugh, it was fine. I'm not excited about that. Will not be repurchasing. My favourite, talking of regular sheet masks, is still the Garnier Moisture Bomb. But I'm now gravitating towards the Neutrogena one because that is the biocellulose one, which I'm hoping is better for the environment. I don't know. But given the amount of face masks that I use, I'm trying. And I would love your advice and suggestions. So that's everything that I have that's everything that I have used up recently. And this is a very comfortable position to be filming. I just filmed another video and I was sitting in bed talking about my eBay purchases. And I thought, oh, I'll just do my empties and I'll just sit here. This is very comfortable. We do a live every single Monday at 7:30 on Instagram. Emma and I do a live. So if it's not, we usually take turns. It's either on mine or it's on Emma's, but they kind of show up on both. And then one of us, whoever it is, will put that on then for 24 hours where you can watch it. It's just a chat. We talk to people for about an hour about all kinds of different things. And I bought a thing where I could attach my phone to my tripod. And now I'm like sitting with a glass of wine. It's very comfortable. It's very easy to sit and talk. Now I've got my little tripod set up. So this felt a little bit like that. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will do these a bit more regularly. I think they're interesting. I think they're a great way to reevaluate. There's some things that sometimes you think are good, and then when you actually finished it and you've had a little bit of distance, you've tried some different things, sometimes your opinion is different. So I do like these videos personally, and I'm going to try and do them more often. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next, I think it will be a shopping Sunday. Bye.
Every time I'm going out, the same things keep happening.